everybody, Laura from the Body Shop of Sauk Prairie. Today we're going to do a short bar video, again 30 minutes give or take. You do not need a bar for this at home. Wall, bar stool, kitchen counter is my favorite. I actually prefer that over this. A chair, anything that you have around to just kind of give yourself a little support. And you'll find that a lot of times we won't even be leaning on this so much. So kind of take that out of your mind, and we're just going to do a nice kind of standing upright, lengthening the muscles and the spine. So think of it that way more than how much you would need a bar. So we're just going to begin with the feet in parallel position, hands to hips, and peek down and make sure that your feet are about 2 fists or a fist width apart. Look down at your hip bones, match your feet up with that. Just begin with the body nice and upright. Let's do a little bend. Knees track over toes and stretch. Tuck the belly button in, reach to the crown of the head. Bend and stretch, start to breathe. Oh, I have another tip for you. If you set a basket of laundry in between your children and wherever you're working and call them to put it away, we're going to be alone for the next 30 minutes. So get your basket of laundry, call your kids, tell them there's clean laundry to put away, and you'll get your workout in no problem. A couple more here. And 2. Last time. Good, we're going to open the hips up just a little bit. So bring one leg up and then push that hip away, creating space between hip bone and rib. And we're just opening the leg and bringing it back forward. Now I'm still standing in parallel. Belly button still tucked in. 3 more. Soft bend in the standing leg. Last time. Good, let's reverse it. Start to breathe deeply and reminding myself to pull my core. And that's really what our standing work is all about anyway, right? Pulling the core and using the whole body. Let's do 2 more. Last one. Good, I'm planting that foot, looking down at my feet. Other side, lift. Remember now I'm pushing the hip down, creating space here. Soft bend and standing leg. 2 more on this side. Last one. Yes, let's reverse it. Feels good to get standing up off that home office chair. Getting the body moving a little bit, clearing your mind for a moment. 2 more. Last one. Good, plant that foot. I'm stepping away for just a moment, looking back down at those parallel feet, and then we're going to take the arms up overhead. We're going into the roll down, shoulder relaxed, back and down, and then I'm going to lift my ribs to the sky, curl the chin into the chest, and lower all the way down to the floor. Yes, here we go. Let's relax the head as much as possible. If your hands can't reach the floor, no big deal. Keep the weight forward on your toes. And just enjoy that stretch in this rounded spine. Shake your head yes. Shake your head no. Let your head hang. And then let's bring the hands just back to the calves. Maybe you bring your chest closer to your thighs. Maybe let's pedal your feet a little bit, lifting one heel up and then the other. Whatever feels good to you, maybe just stay here and hold for a moment. And then let's bring the hands back down. Really make sure that head is hanging, the chin is close to the chest. We're going to curl halfway up with a rounded spine, tucking the belly button in and lower back down. And then breathing into lift. and lower. Now we're coming all the way up in this next one. Your arms are going to go along for the ride with you. Biceps by your ears, so breathe in, look into the belly, start to round. Starting to tuck the pelvis. Biceps by the ears, arms overhead, lifting all the way up. Good, hold it here for a second. We're going to do a little back bend. I just turn so that you can see. A little back extension, reach, and then bring it forward. And a little back bend, only go as far as you're comfortable. You might have been sitting all day. And one more. And bring it center. Good, holding it here. As long as we're here, take a breath in. Sorry, somebody's calling. Grab onto the left wrist. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, side bend over. You should be able to see a little bit of your arm in front of you, but the shoulders are in their house. Breathing into lift. Grabbing onto the right wrist. Exhale, side bend over. I hope you can hear me through all this ringing. Make sure the knees are unlocked. Inhale to lift. Reach up for the sky one more time. And we'll lower the arms down. Good, we're going to go into just a little bit of pliés to lengthen, strengthen the calves. So you choose how far apart your feet are. Heels together, toes apart. Some of us might be right out here. Some of us might be closer together. The knees have to track over the big and second toe, so just remember that. So we're pliéing and lift. You can hold on to something for support or not, up to you. And lift. 3 more. And 2. Last one. Let's add some arms. Arms right out in front of you, just a little bit lower than the shoulders. Be soft. And breathe. Remember, crown of the head reaching, torso straight up and down. Last 3. And 2. Last 1. Good, let's add on. So, we're lifting into our releve, lowering back down. So heels are coming apart. Lift and lower. Good. Noticing this power kind of all comes from the core to balance. So pick a focal point in front of you. Navel to spine for balance. Use everything you've got in that core. Let's add on from here. Now the arms are traveling overhead and lowering back down. Make sure that your shoulders are staying kind of in their little home. Try not to get bunched up. Space between ears and shoulders. And 3 more. And 2. Last 1. Good. Shake that out. We're going to come into a wide second position here. Those of you that take my classes know that I do this one all the time. So you can hold on or hold on to hips. We're in wide second here. Knees traveling over big and second toe. So you really have to think about opening up more than you think that you would. So wide second plie, lift. And lift. And see if you can get your heels digging into the ground just a little bit. And even if it's just in your mind, think about big and second toe floating 2, 1. Then bring that leg down so the knees are matching. We're going into a little bit of fire hydrant. So hip out, lower back. Knee out, lower back. So the knees are matching. When you come back, remember, it's really hard to have that bend in the standing leg, but necessary. Try to square your shoulders up with whatever prop that you're using to balance. 5 more. 4. And 3. 2. Last one. Good. Lower down. We're going to shake that out. So these exercises are small, but they're effective. Other side. So I'm pitching forward slightly, trying to make that line from earlobe to shoulder to hip, and then pulse. Soft bend with the standing leg. Remember, we're trying not to open. We're staying in parallel, so we're not externally rotated just yet. Remember, the rest of the body stays still, so we don't want to get into this number. Stay still in the torso. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down so that the knees match. Open and lower. Now you might notice, at least I am, that one side is different from the other. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Shake that out. Nice job. We're doing it. Okay, now I'm going to stay this way so you can see me. We're going to come into a squat. Okay? So I'm really trying to keep my torso straight up and down, even though the tendency is to kind of lean forward. So I'm picking up big and second toe, lift and lower. Really see if you can get into your heel so that you can activate those hamstrings, the glutes. And 5, and 4, and 3, last 2, last 1. Now, we're going to go one-legged with this. So I want you to cross, sit down, cross your right leg over your left, or whatever leg you choose. We're trying not to lean into one side or the other. We're also not trying not to press too hard. And make sure that your leg is off of that knee, okay? That it's slightly behind, sort of up on your thigh. And here we go. Little stretch and hamstring and glute. It's almost like a standing piriformis. Keep that standing leg bent and pulsing. Breathe through it. Use your core for 5 and 4. Can you pick big and second toe up? 3, 2, 1. And let's shake that out. Doesn't take long to feel the burn, right? Here we go, other side. Remember, not on the knee. Come into your squat and sit. Piriformis stretch and a little tush work. Can you pick the big second toe up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Shake that out. Good, now we're going to come into 5th position. So let's bring the right heel to the left toe. This is what it looks like. Okay, I'm going to turn and face the other way. Right heel to left toe. And then we're going to face whatever prop you're working with. Okay, once we have our 5th position, we're going to plie. And then I want you to come into a rounded spine. Opening the knees, really pressing the navel back toward the spine. So I want you to feel like there's a rope lifting your waist. Shoulders relaxed. Lift the heels, lower them back down. So upper body's really relaxed, really like I should be able to do whatever I want here. because my core and my legs are doing work and pulling from my waistline. Let's do 3 more. 2. Last one, good. Stack it up. Relax, we're gonna do the other side. So now we have right heel to left toe, 5th position. Once you have that, turn around, find your prop, and then around your spine. So your waistband is doing all the work. Arms are fairly relaxed. So is your neck and head. Plie a couple of times here. Get the feeling of this other side. And now we're going to lift the heels and lower. Pull from the waist. Relaxing here. All the powers in that lower body. Your waistline. And 3 more. 2. Last one. And lift it up and relax. Okay. Outside hip. Feet are going to be in parallel here. Okay? And whatever prop you're using, we're going to tilt the body sort of to the side. So 1 hand to hip, 1 hand on your prop. I'm not doing rights and lefts today because it's really hard to film that way. So you guys just do you. So I'm going to tilt off toward my prop. And then I'm going to point my toe. Soft bend and standing leg, pull in here. Lower and lift. Now this isn't huge, we're still trying to create space between the rib and hip. Push that hip away. Working the outside here, nice long line, keep reaching through the crown of the head. 3 more. 2. Hold it out there. Can you do some small circles? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse it. Keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bring it in, relax. We're going to do one more thing on this side that you're working on. Turn around and do the other. So my feet are in parallel. I'm not turned out. I tend to always turn out, and other people do too, so we're working quite a bit in parallel today. Again, I'm tilting off to one side, letting that leg float up. Now we're not holding on for dear life here. Whatever your prop is, we want you to work from the core. Arm goes overhead. Find that first. Good. Little crunch. Little crunch. Work the waistline. We're going to do 5 more. So here's 5. Keep breathing. And 4. And 3. 2. Last one. Good. Bring it up. We're going to turn around. Do the other side. So here we go. We have that slight tilt off to one side. And remember, we're doing this in parallel. So we're not turning out at the hip. Lower and lift. Remember, soft bend in standing leg. Now, if this side seems harder, it's because we already worked it, right? Let's do 3, 2, 1. Hold, small circles. 6, 5, 4. Remember, soft bend. Reverse it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and land that. Shake it out. Yeah. Now we're really moving. Parallel position again. Find that tilt. Leg floats out. Arm overhead. Remember, push the hip away, make space. Reach. Soft bend and standing leg, because that's where you get more work. And we don't want to lock the knee. For 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. So good, you guys. Bring that in, shake it out. Now we should be really feeling this back here, I think, right? We're going to top it off by going into a wide second position. Here we go again. Keep those knees nice and wide, tucked in here. We're going to find stabilization in the lower body as we move our waistline and our arms a little bit. So we're going to bring, I'll just say right hand overhead and back center. Now find total stabilization in the lower body. Maybe you can even float big and second toe up off the ground just a little bit. 3 more. And 2. Last one. Good. Let's switch. Arm up overhead. Can you get a little lower? And 3 more. 2. Last one. Can you pulse it? 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more trips down, that's it. A little choppy, iPad storage full. 1 more trip down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Big breath and lift. Turn the feet to parallel. We're going to hinge from the hip socket twice, hinging over with a flat back. Try to keep the weight forward on your toes. Use the core to come up. Hinging forward with a flat back. Now let the spine round. The hands are going to come down toward the floor. Hold the hands in the backs of the shins. Maybe a little further this time if we're feeling a little looser. Shift the weight from side to side. Coming to stillness. Use your hands to help you tip-tuck those feet back to parallel. 1 more stretch in the calves. Let the hands hang, head hangs. Now start to curl up bone by bone. Let the arms hang, let the head hang, tuck the pelvis. Then the shoulders roll them back and down. Head comes back on top of the body. Gently look to your right and center. Gently to the left and center. Dip the chin into the chest. And stand back up. Hope you guys have a great rest of the day. Look for our short 15-minute stretches later on tonight.